welcome back to the Mateo Lopez Experience. You see, this video is gonna be a little different than the normal one because I am recording in a motherfucking motor vehicle. Yup, these things exist. I can't drive. I promise you that. What the fuck is that bitch doing? Okay, it's gonna be funny because there's gonna be random shit going on. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is that? So today's video, very simple. Where I go and head over. I want to talk to you guys about choices. Look, I said this before and I'll say it again. The exact same amount of time will pass whether you do the right shit that you know you're supposed to do that's going to benefit you long term in the future, or if you bum around and do fuck all. If you bum around and do fuck all versus doing things you want, it's the same amount of time. And honestly, maybe even the same amount of effort. If I spend an hour working out versus an hour playing video games, it's the same hour. I just spend 1 hour actually benefiting myself. It's the same amount of time. And everybody has, I'm not going to say 24 hours because you have to spend at least some hours sleeping. So I'm going to say, let's do fucking like 16, 18 hours. You're awake. You have 16 to 18 hours to do what the fuck you need to do in a day. And most people, they fuck that up. They fuck that up immediately. They wake up and they fuck that up. But this isn't a video about morning routines or some shit. This is a video about choice. You see, we all have a fucking choice on how we spend our day. On how we spend. Look at the fucking leaves, man. It looks beautiful. It's all fucking choice. Like, I could have skipped today. It was very awkward for me to record in the car and figure out how this shit works, figure out how I'm gonna upload this. Very awkward. But that's not the fucking life I want to live. You see, every time there's an action or a decision or especially a choice that we have to make. I mean me, I mean you, I mean people watching, I mean your fucking brother and your sister. Especially when you're young. Let that be like, how do I explain this? Every choice is a fucking mirror to the person you are. Or the person you want to be. Because you can fucking change it and be the person you want to be. So if let's say someone's having an argument with me, and I don't give a fuck, because I don't like arguments, that's who I am. And the way I approach this is is like a reflection of who the fuck I'm gonna be. Everything's about fucking choice. And let's look at a day as one giant big fucking choice. And it's either a big plus or a big fucking negative or somewhere in between. Of course, you could also do like somewhat negative, somewhat positive. And we'll add that in too for this example. And this is one big giant choice. And choices reflect who the fuck we are. How we use our day is so fucking important. It is so fucking important. Fuck it. I love speeding. So it's so fucking important how we spend our day. Because look, I could be like anybody else who's my age, anybody else who's pretty young, you know, spry and fit and all that shit. And they probably just go to the gym and do fuck all else. But no, I make sure I spend 80-90% of my day doing good habits. And I mean good fucking habits. Not like, oh, I'm gonna wake up and read one page. But like, oh, I'm reading like hours. Oh, I'm meditating twice a day. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Because it's a giant reflection of who you are, who you want to be. The person you've always dreamt of being. I promise you can be him if you face every single action, every single choice, every single challenge as the person you want to be. That's why it's so fucking useful. I just saw a fucking terribly parked Corvette. It's beautiful though. Beautiful car. What the fuck is wrong with this parking? Taking up like 4 spaces. That's why it is so important that, like, you know that exercise where you're trying to be successful, so you picture your 4 like heroes, the people that you look up to in your brain. And every time there's a problem, you're like, look for them to guidance. I don't know if you've ever, that like reminds you of anything. But it's something I've done for a while. So I have like fucking just a bunch of people, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I don't say specifics, but like I have like David Goggins, Hamza, Napoleon in there, Marcus Aurelius. Some of my good friends. And I approach every problem like it's a council with me. Like, oh, they're here watching me do this shit too, so let me get their opinion. That's why it's so fucking important. Because, you know why? Because you're gonna face every single choice and every single action and every single challenge and every single problem with those people at your fucking back. Your heroes. And you're trying to reflect your heroes, don't you? Everyone fucking does. Everyone tries to reflect their own fucking heroes. Got distracted for a little bit. Everyone tries to reflect their own heroes. They try and make that themselves. They try and make that shit who they are. If you face every choice, every part of your day, maybe with that counselor in mind, or maybe just by yourself, I promise you're gonna make some hella differences. Everyone else, they're spending their days genuinely doing fuck all. You know that damn well. If you're in high school, young guy, even some of your friends are not doing shit with their lives. Maybe the hardest thing they've done is like beat their dick every morning. It's very fucking easy to be better than them. But it's not about being better than them in this example. It's about being better than yourself. And being better than yourself means facing everything with like fucking expertise. Another really, really good fucking quote. This one's from the Bible, I think, is like, how you approach one thing is how you approach everything. That's why do everything fucking good, because it's gonna layer over to everything else. Oh, I don't do this math assignment. Well, don't bum out, because then you might bum out on the bigger projects that actually matter, or projects that actually matter like your fucking business or the gym, like that kind of shit. So fix yourself with that stuff. Face every fucking day like it's a challenge, like an action, like it's a choice. Because it is. It's a choice to be here. It's a choice for you guys to learn from this video. It's a choice for you guys not to learn from this video. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna go hit the class. Peace, fuckers.